Adele was born in London where unemployment rates were high. She was raised by her teenage mother and never really knew her father. She is a recognizable and known name and artist around the world. She sings with soul, tender sweetness, and passion. She won 6 Grammys at the 2012 Grammys and has sold over 3.5 million copies of her sophomore album, 21. Please help me welcome Adele Atkins. Adele Atkins is a musical inspiration. She is a role model, she is a fighter, and she has made an impact on fans. She came from a poor community and a rough life in her younger years. She's proven that where you come from doesn't determine who you are or how far you can go in life. She has become a role model around the world to people by showing that you can make your dreams come true. Adele is a role model. Rolling Stones had an interview with Adele where she talked about moving around a lot as a child. She was raised by her teenage mom who had to work 3 jobs to support the 2. They often moved around a lot and lived in subsidized government homes. She loved moving. She thought it was fun. She kept a positive attitude about a situation that most other kids would find hard and challenging. She never felt bad for herself or complained about having to move or live in poorly conditioned homes. She had an interview with Vogue where she talked about her body image and weight. She has insecurities just like everybody else, but she chooses not to let them run her life. She doesn't hang out with people who point out her body weight either. She is a strong person for being so confident with herself. She says that you should be happy with yourself and your self-image before you start making changes in your lives. She doesn't need to be model skinny or wear sexy clothing because she says she likes to feel elegant. She had a rough younger years, but has become very well now. She was raised by a teen mom, didn't know her dad, and moved around a lot. She kept a positive attitude, which I believe led to the confidence that she has today. She is a full-figured, happy woman and won't let anyone else tell her otherwise. She has a unique voice that needs to be recognized. She sings with power and emotion. She had to have a surgery on her vocal cords in October. Adele is a fighter. New York Post had an interview with her where she talked about her throat surgery. She had a vocal cord hemorrhage in October. She had to cancel her tour and get surgery on it. She could feel that something was wrong because she felt like something had popped in her throat. This was very scary due to singing being her career, and if something went wrong in the surgery, her career could have been over. She let fans know about what was going on and then went and got her surgery. She also had to cancel her tour. Recovery was a very tough time for Adele. She's a very outspoken person, and she had to remain relatively quiet as well as not sing. The first time after recovery that she was supposed to sing was at the Grammys. This was a very brave choice to show everybody that she was just as good as she was before the surgery. She showed courage and strength fighting through her recovery properly and then singing at the Grammys. She showed fans that she cared by releasing a live performance from her concert at the Royal Albert Hall to make up for having to cancel the tour. Adele had a rough time during her recovery period. She had to temporarily stop doing what she loved doing the most, which was singing. She had a surgery and properly went through the recovery. She came back as strong as ever, even though that if the surgery would have been wrong, she could have had her career over. She showed fans she cared and how grateful she really was for them and all the support they gave her. She has loyal fans because she has a voice that's never been heard before. Adele has an original voice, and it's impossible not to recognize it. Adele has made an impact on fans. Upon several awards, she's won several awards that blew up the media. First, she made her musical stride by was going to the BRIT school, which is a performing arts school. She made a MySpace page, which is where fans first recognized her talent. XL Recordings were the first to sign her. She made her freshman album 19 in 2008 here. The album 19 topped the charts in UK and then was released to the United States. She was nominated for 4 Grammys in 2009, and she took home 2 of them for Best New Artist and Best Female Pop Performance. And the 2012 Grammys speak for themselves on how fans feel about Adele. The awards that she won at the Grammys were due to her sophomore album, 21. She sold over 3.5 million copies of this album, and it was #1 on the Billboard Top Hits for 21 consecutive weeks, which made this a record for the first female to do that on the Billboard charts. She was nominated for 6 Grammys in 2012, and she ended up taking home all 6 of them. She has had success after success after success. She's won millions of people over worldwide. She has undisputable success and has 8 Grammys and numerous #1 hits to prove it. She has become a well-known name and artist. She deserves to be recognized because she's fought the odds and she's made herself successful. Adele is an extraordinary artist. She has had a rough childhood which she kept an upbeat attitude about. She's been criticized for her body, but she won't let it bring her down, and she remains confident in the way she looks. She had to recover from a vocal cord surgery, which was very dangerous because if her vocal cords were to be hurt, then her career would be over. She kept a brave face on through the whole surgery and took everything in stride. She's won numerous prestigious awards and has become one of the most successful artists around. She is a musical inspiration. Let us all raise our glasses and toast to Adele. Adele is a role model, Adele is a fighter, and Adele has made an impact on her fans.